Welcome back to my snake room, which is technically a reptile room. What on earth are you doing? Ow! Oh my god! Well, she's just laid eggs, and unfortunately I missed the eggs, but she is super hungry. So she's getting more pinkies that aren't my pinkies. Lol. And that is a brilliant start to the video. Thank you very much, Ambush Lizard. As I was feeding everything, my finger, we have noticed that one of the stimmies is on eggs. Unlike the last video, we are not going to incubate these eggs. We're going to let her maternally incubate them, which is super easy to do. So this is my snake room. There are a lot of snakes. There are lizards that bite. Thank you very much, lizard. Didn't draw blood, so that is wonderful. And it's been fed today. Why would she do that? We have a lovely Stimson's python. So this is a wheat belt stimmy. Wheat belt is just an area in Western Australia called the wheat belt. She is coiled on eggs. We're just going to grab her with her eggs. That is as big as these guys are going to get. Well, this guy is a girl. That is her eggs there. Hopefully she won't bite me. No, she doesn't seem to be interested in biting me. She should have a nice clutch of eggs that we can kind of see in the middle there. She's going, why are you picking me up? Now, wheat belt stimmies like this, if you saw my last, oh, don't you sniff and bite me, thank you. I have been handling rats and mice, so that's probably not a good thing to do. Yes, if you're watching this new to snakes, don't pick up rats and mice and then pick up a snake because they're gonna realize your food pretty quick. There are her eggs. What we're gonna do with this guy, or this girl, why do I keep calling it a guy? It is a girl. What we're gonna do with this girl is let her maternally incubate her eggs. She's done it before. She's pretty chill with it all. All the eggs look super healthy. We're probably going to feed her halfway through incubation, which is about sort of 55 days or so. We're going to pop her back because she is quite happy and content on her eggs. And hopefully, there you go, she's a good girl. Hopefully she will have lovely babies in about 2 months' time. That is how you maternally incubate a snake. You leave them alone, there is heat in there, so she is laid in a part of the enclosure where it's the ideal temperature. They will also, as they coil around their eggs like that, and I probably need to clean your water bowl out, we'll do that soon. When they coil around their eggs, they'll actually shake and vibrate, and that causes a little bit of heat. Oh, you're having a drink. Is it because I pointed to your water? We're gonna have to get those little bits of old bedding out of your water. She decided not to lay in the little log at the back where we had it nice and moist with humidity. She decided to lay there. Go figure. On the screen is same snake, I think about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago now. It might be 2 years ago. That's her babies there. Main thing you need to know is that you've got the right temperature and the right humidity in the enclosure. The snake sort of does all the work. You just have to make sure that the python is decent, meaty, and well fed. Obviously, if she's a little bit malnourished and she's still laid eggs, she's not going to go well with not eating for a couple of months. It takes around 50-60 days for them to incubate their own eggs, depending on the temperature, but they will sort of vibrate and get the temperature right or move off the eggs if it gets too hot. She's laid just away from the heat cord, which is a perfect sort of area for her to lay. She can heat herself up with the heat cord and then she can move back over to the eggs, or she can just uncoil a little bit and then the eggs are going to be ambient temperature. Because the ambient temperature in here is ideal, so it gets up to about 30 degrees. Snake eggs roughly are incubated around 31, 32. So she can vibrate and coil around the eggs to bring the temperature up a little bit, and it won't get too hot for her. The main thing you don't want to happen if you're letting the snake incubate their own eggs is if the enclosure gets too hot. If the enclosure gets too hot, they obviously can't cool down the eggs. So you want to make sure that the room doesn't get any warmer than about 31, 32 degrees. She can always uncoil, as I said, but to try and cool down the eggs is not going to happen. And long term, with the eggs getting too hot, that's going to obviously damage the embryos and you're not going to have a great success with them. She has laid and incubated her own eggs before. Obviously, she's laid her own eggs before. I did not lay the eggs for her. She knows exactly what to do. I know she's going to be pretty well doing it. Yeah, that is the best English. We're going so well with these videos, aren't we? We've had her since a little hatchie. She is nice and chill. Look how cute she is. So if you enjoyed this reptile video, click the thumbs up so I know and I'll make more. Any questions, comment in the comments and I'll get back to you. And we will see you in the next reptile video. Hoorah! Very cute snake with my bitten finger.